Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stock Investing Basics and Advanced. Today, we're going to be talking about estimating future sales growth and how exactly to do that. Next slide is for the disclaimer. I'm not offering any financial advice. This is just strictly education. Okay, questions to consider when you're uh, looking at a company. This is assuming you passed the quality check and you're moving on to judgment, right? So you're going to judge the sales growth. What does the company do to make money? You have to have that basic understanding. And you can find that out in the annual report or the quarterly report. What factors contributed to sales in the past? You can find that in the annual report. How will the company grow sales in the future? The quarterly and annual report under the management discussion, that will tell you that also. Are there any problems in the industry? You can Google the particular industry. Let's say it's banking. You can Google First Foundation or problems in the banking industry and see what pops up. If it's on the internet, it must be true, right? Okay, where to find your answers? The Better Investing Stock Selection Guide website page is where you're going to start. And there are areas on that page that can get you to um, different websites like Yahoo Finance or Zax or Morningstar. You just drop down the window and click on it. And then you're also going to need ValueLine, highly recommended. Standard & Poor's Morningstar reports, that I highly recommend that. And I have a separate video about those resources. The company annual report you can get from investor relations for that company. Recent news or press releases, again, the investor relations and the company's website. So these are some of the things I've snipped some of the things that will help you. Okay, acceptable growth rates. Better Investing determines the size of the company by dollar amounts. So if a company's less than a billion in sales, it's small, and acceptable growth rate is 12%. If it's 1 billion to 10 billion in sales, it's a medium company, and you should expect 7 to 12% growth year over year. And greater than 10 billion, it's a large company. You should expect 5 to 7% year over year. And you can have more. It's great if you have more. And the reason why they lump this up into these different small, medium, large is for diversity of the portfolio. Small, you should have 25% of your stock should be small, 50% should be medium, and 25% should be large. And keep in mind that eventually your small stocks are going to turn into medium stocks because you're looking at good companies. So they will keep producing and they'll move from medium to large also. So it's continually refined. But as a rule of thumb, 25, 50, 25. Okay. So first thing you look at is the 10-year historical sales growth. You can get this from the SSG, just from your visual inspection. The 10-year is 8.9% for this company. It's Walgreens Boots Alliance. It's Walgreens. Um, and its sales were 131.5 billion in 2018. So that means it's a large company. And you can see that its sales over time, over 10 years, is a little bit roller coastery, but not weird or something to be concerning about. It's generally straight. Um, and so the 10-year is 8.9%. So now you look at the 5-year. So you can just click over these last 5 years and you see a red line appear. And then this new calculation, 13%, is just for the 5 recent years. So that's your 5-year historical growth rate, which is 13% is exceptional for a large company. Um, Now we go with the most recent quarter sales, and you want to. It's 10.9% for the most recent quarter, um, and you want to check and make sure that's in line with the long-term growth. Long-term growth was what was it, 8.8%? The 10-year was 8.9%. So it's about right about there. Yep. And if you can get your trailing 12-month uh, sales percentage, that would be helpful too. Um, and now it's time to make your projections. You use the online resources like Yahoo Analyst, Zacks, Market Watch, betterinvesting.org. Sometimes people do a first cut for a company, and you're doing your own investigation, your own not working up your own numbers. So you'll look at that. You use commercial resources, ValueLine, library subscription for ValueLine, S&P Global Net Advantage. That's again another subscription. These subscriptions cost a lot of money, so that's why libraries have them, and you don't have to pay for them. Same with Morningstar. It's really good to have that subscription through the library. And then the company's website, investor relations. If you see a problem, you're going to have to dig down into the weeds. You'll have to go into the quarterly report or the annual report to answer a question. You want to have all the stones unturned before you're ready to pounce and purchase this stock. Okay, so and then next on the sales, the when you click on that green button there for forecasting sales, this will pop up. Um, you can take the analyst estimate, or you can put in your own. And you want to collect all these numbers, the 8.9 and the 13 and the 10.6. You want to put it in a convenient area. I put it in a spreadsheet so that I can track all this information. I have it all right there rather than going from place to place to place to place. I have it all in one area. Makes sense, doesn't it? So that 2-year analyst estimate is 3.7%. I plug that into my spreadsheet, right? And then you use the analyst projections. Here, Yahoo is projecting 8.1% next year, and the next 5 years, 10.6%. And then Yahoo also has these recommendations by the analysts, and they're doing it by month. So in, let's say, December 24 analysts, you had 10 that were for buy, 5 for strong buy, and 9 for hold. There were none for sell or underperform on Walgreens Boot Alliance. So this is good information. And Yahoo tells you where it ranks in the strong buy, or hold. So it's almost about midway. And the number of analysts also on that web page. You want to know how many. This says next year will be 23. The current year is 24. And then the targeted price, the current price 82.82. The average was 77.95. So you can see it's overvalued just a little bit. Definitely not undervalued. Okay, then from ValueLine, you log into ValueLine, and it's kind of a rehash of another uh, presentation that I gave you. Um, you log in through your subscription, and then you're going to want to click on that PDF reports, right? And you'll use the most recent, whatever date is most recent. You'll click on that one, and your PDF will pop up. And then you'll look for this square, which is bottom middle right, middle left, and you want to look at sales. Sales for going out to, this is 2018, remember? So going out to 21 and 23, they're saying 8.5%. And keep in mind earnings. The next video we're going to talk about is earnings, 11%. So have this handy. And then you can read what the analyst is saying for Value Line. We still like Walgreens' longer term prospect, given the company's market position. So there's good analysts here, and all that information is taken from the quarterly report. Okay, so wrapping it up, you can see I have my spreadsheet here, and I improve the spreadsheet every time I work on it. When I find something new that I want to do to it, I do it. So the 10-year growth, 8.9%, the 5-year growth, 13%, recent quarter. Remember, recent data is more important than long-term data. 10.6% 5-year, 10.9 recent quarter. Value line says 8.5. The 2-year ace says 3.7. So now it's time to make your judgment. And so, right or wrong, you make a judgment. You can be aggressive, you can be conservative. It's your money. So in this case, I said 8%. It's a little bit low value line, a little bit low recent quarter and 5-year. So it is conservative, a conservative estimate. So I put that number into your sales growth, and I click update study. And That's what it would give me. So next we're going to be talking about earnings per share. It's not next month, it's the next video will be earnings per share. If you like what you saw, please click subscribe. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your enemies to subscribe to this. And I'm going to be teaching you how to the basics and advanced techniques for stocks, purchasing stocks. I also have a channel, Backyard Musings, where we talk about current. My buddy and I talk about current events, edgy commentary, and I have Law School Essentials. If you know a law school student, have them run over to that channel. I'm posting outlines of select Cal Bar exam questions. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.